Well, what is AWE is an interesting question in itself. AWE is what it says in the name. Well, basically, the government requires us, and anything to do with AWE is essentially political. And our mission is basically to, and I shall quote from the actual document, to deliver the United Kingdom's requirement for nuclear warheads and support national security. With view to nuclear warheads, what I will say is we build some of the component parts which will go into a nuclear weapon. It's a political decision which opened AWE and which continues to require us to produce nuclear weapons in what the governments consider in support of national security requirements. About 6 months ago, the government changed the law, and they're far, more stricter in the way they deal with people. They can't touch defence now. That constitutes a breach of a bylaw which has now become national law. And they're not allowed on any MOD property. So as soon as they cross our boundary, which is now the actual marker posts of AWE, the marker plinks, they can be arrested. And they're breaking the law. Again, as I said, a lot of these issues, they are essentially political. The government is keen on the idea of AWE, and indeed our security with respect to that. So that's one of the things they've done to tighten up on security.
Our next speaker represents a movement that is bringing to British and world attention once again the monstrous atomic bomb factory in Britain at Aldermaston. That terrible place, that place which makes our weapons of mass destruction, is historic for the peace movement in Britain. From the early days in the 1950s, when the mass peace movement demonstrations moved there to protest our early bomb making. We know now that our government is investing billions of pounds at Aldermaston today to build new weapons of mass destruction. We are not going to tolerate those developments at Aldermaston.
Well, at the moment we have to respond to what the government requires of us. I mean, the government will give us a plan it would like us to work to and lots of money to do it with, and away we go and we work to what the government requirement is. At the moment, like everything there's always constraints on cash, but effectively for the last few years AWE has an open checkbook. This government is particularly keen on what we do here and how we do it.
We know exactly where the UK weapons of mass destruction are. They're at Aldermaston, 17 miles that way, just off the M4, in a tiny little Dinkley village. You can get there. You don't have to go hunting around in the desert looking for mythical WMD.
A lot of other things have been functioning into AWE over the years, but the current government, again, as I come back to the point I've made on a lot of occasions, it's a political decision. We've been told to concentrate on what we do, and that's obviously making the weapon.
Hello, I'm Anita Roddick, founded Body Shop activist. I'm out here protesting with Greenpeace and various other groups outside of Aldermaston. I'm here outraged that we're spending these trillions of dollars on an upgraded nuclear defence system. I'm pissed off. And I think we're very well behaved. Thank God we've got some people here. I'm also really upset about how the government is so stupid.
People object on many different levels. But having said that, there are very few people which you can probably appreciate locally which object. Most of the people who do could be labelled as professional protesters. They tend to kind of espouse a number of causes. But having said that, I mean, I haven't really got much to do with them and I don't have much to say to them. In essence, they're right to their opinion, and